What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. The book is entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. At Amazon Kindle Create Space. Link is in the description box below as usual. Let's get it. This video is entitled You Want Him to Be Daddy After 18. So I was having this conversation with my dad and with my woman about this, where, and I've seen this happen, and I'm on the brink of it happening too, where when kids get a certain age, then you could have been alienated, or you could have had drama with the other parent, and they could use the kid as like as a weapon or a pawn or whatever. But when they hit a certain age, then the same people that was fighting for you not to be in the kid's life want you to be in the kid's life. And usually, and as I've seen it growing up and dealing with, other fellas that I know, it's usually around age 16 to 20 something. And why I say that is because at around 16, I think there are no more earned income credit benefits for claiming a kid. And, 18, child support stops. But if the kid goes to college, it might be up to 20. But what I see is too many times you get mothers and their family who teach bad habits to the children, teach disrespect, teach being aloof, teach being cunning. And I had this conversation before with my dad. I don't think people who are cunning are smart, because cunning people are BS artists who always try to get over. So you teach children to be cunning, and then the money stops. So the money slows down at some point, and then it stops. And then all of a sudden, the saying, you need to go be with your dad. You need to connect with your father. You need to be around your father. And it's like, you want this kid to be around their father after they turn 18, as I'm using as a reference, because the last check cleared and they're unprepared for life. So what you're saying is you didn't raise this kid. Because if you could co-parent, you wouldn't have the issue where the kid turns 18 and then you want them to be around their dad. They turn 20, you want them to be with their dad. Their life start going in spirals as a young adult, and now you want them to be with their dad. But you didn't want them to be with their dad at 5, at 7, at 10, at 13, at 15. No. You didn't want that. But now, because they eating up your food, and they ain't paying no bills, and ain't no bill money coming your way, and now it's more of a hindrance than a help that they exist under your roof. They gotta go. And one of the aspects of it, I was talking about with my lady and my dad, was the irony of this is y'all people like that, y'all want dad to fix the problems that took a decade plus to create, and that would mean you wasn't parenting, because it's under the guise of something was missing. So you mean to tell me you've been teaching bad habits for years, and now all of a sudden sprinkle a little daddy on it, and it's going to straighten this thing right out? No, that's not what's going to happen. Because you got to deal with the resentment. You got to deal with the lies. You got to deal with the PTSD of all the drama from you to the kid and the kid to you. And you guess who's off scot-free in the wind like nothing ever happened? Oh, angel Jesus mama. And then, when the situation start to falter and the kids start going, wait, I got played. Then you got to play consigliere between kid and the mama, But do you really want to do that? No, because this is a situation that a person created. I'm also on the fence of you make that bed, you lay in it. You teach a kid bad, I'm not gonna help you. The kid ain't finna come to me so I can fix it, and then when they good, send them back to you. Or when they good, they can go out into the world on their own, or they come to you and they continue to mess up for a while because they think I'm gonna give you trouble because you owe me. No. No. If you got taught bad habits, which gonna, in my opinion, you're gonna get some good habits, and you're gonna have to make the decision. And the reason why I say what I'm saying is because of this. What a lot of people are doing when they do that is they cultivated bad behavior, and they want dad to be the safety net to fix all after everything is already not just taught but done. Let me give you a prime example of this. There are people who teach disrespect, and they've taught disrespect to the kid to be disrespectful to the father's family. Then that kid goes to school, becomes disrespectful to the teachers, to the other students, because disrespectful to every quote unquote authority figure. And then, and in that time, the reason they act like that is because they don't have a father in their life. Now, there are less abandoned kids now, so the rhetoric is the same, but it's kind of switched in my opinion, where what you see more of is mothers who say that the father actually can bring structure and discipline, and that's the reason why they don't want the father around. The father ain't in their life because the father will discipline the kid. The father will give the kid structure. The father will give the kid direction. The father will put the kid on a good path. That's not what they want. So this kid goes down, a negative path in the sense of they may be a disciplinary problem for the school. Now they may be a good kid, but they have their blow ups here and there, and some schools and teachers are willing to take it, some are not. And then when the school finds out that it's the mom and they're parenting, they're going to go through a little period of trying to work with them. I see this happens in grade schools, middle school, up to high school. But the thing is, this is how some kids wind up transferring and moving and going to different schools. Some reason why some of these mothers can't stay in the same area, because they have to move. Like they'll move the kid with grandma, they move the kid with the sister, they move the kid with the cousin. All in hopes to keep it as it's going, keep the party going the way it's been going. But then it comes a point you can't fix it. So now that you can't fix it, you know what? You need to go be with your father. You going to college anyways, maybe you should go to college over there. If you get kicked out of school, maybe you should go over there. If you get in big trouble, maybe you should go over there. Or y'all need to work y'all issues out. Well, they really didn't have an issue. You the one that taught disrespect. See, the issue is you taught somebody to disrespect other people, and then the rest of the world wasn't having it. But if you could just push the kid off, then nobody knows it's you. Only problem is, this is so rampant in society, everybody knows it's you. See, it's under the old paradigm of Papa was a Rolling Stone, Papa was a deadbeat, Papa was abusive, Papa was a drunk, Papa... No. That's 60s, 70s, maybe 80s crackhead Papa who was abandoning you. 90s up, that's not the rhetoric. So what happens is, now you want these kids to be with their daddy after 18. A lot of these fathers are looking like, what y'all want me to do now? This kid grown. And this is why I say it's a lot of adults learning as adults that they really needed their father, because I see these conversations that people are having with grown men or older men, and it makes sense to them, but it's also shocking because they've never heard these things before. They've never been through these things before, and this is why people want more male mentors, because people have been fighting dad so long. Even the kids get to a certain age, and even if the mothers tell them go be with your daddy, they don't want to be with him because they have an issue with him that he didn't create. So now they need a mentor. This is where the society has gone. You know, you want these kids to be around their daddy after 18. But you created something negative from birth through 18. You gotta fix it. Not these fathers. Y'all do. I'm out. Peace.